Welcome everyone to Fallout 4, and we're doing a little tour of my Red Rocket complex. This is an extended settlement. Mod list is in the description, and you can check out what mods or some of the mods that I'm using. But it's a bigger than obviously normal settlements. You can see all the things that are in here. So let's go and take a closer look. Let's just switch that off. Okay, so here's the entrance. Now usually you've got Concord down over there. There's usually a Brahmin and mosquitoes that are over here. So here's the entrance. And this is the location of the first enemy spawn location. It's the same with the standard vanilla game. So right here where this telephone pole is your first enemy spawn location. And the entrance to my complex. So you can see I've got some defenses up over here. So I built this nice little tunnel going through. So all the travelers make their way through here. They walk all the way through here down to Sanctuary. So you make your way down. And here you've got a nice exit. And we make our way. You can see this settlement expands all the way to the bridge. Which obviously I've got a different bridge here. This is not the standard bridge. So I still have to build up a Sanctuary. So it comes all the way down here. And you also got your next enemy spawn location, which is basically, I think, over here or somewhere. Maybe there or here. I think it's actually over here on this spot. So I've got some defenses on this corner as well that's guarding this place. And everything has been cleaned up. We've got trees everywhere, decoration. And then we got another spawn location. If you head this way around, here's another exit on this side. This defense is up here because there's an enemy spawn location. I think it's over here by this log over there on this side. So you can see there's the normal building over there. So we're behind it at the moment. And that's where you'll find the next enemy spawn location. Okay, so I've still got plenty of space around here. If I quickly open up our menu here, which takes a second. And you'll see, come on menu, there we go, there you can see there's the boundary, so there is a lot of space here still, but I didn't want to build any further out, wasn't necessary. See, look at all the space I can still build down here, except that corner is a little bit cut off, but I've got plenty of space to build here, and space on the other side, which you'll see now in a second, and a little bit of edge down there. Okay, so let's start with a normal building. Okay, this is what you find here. So everything else that was around here has been scrapped and cleared out. So most of the stuff here is the original stuff. Even the dirt lying on the ground. So that I can't scrap unless I scrap the machines and stuff. And so I didn't want to do that. So there's a couple of workbenches added in. Now we put a couple of the newer things in. Things that you sometimes find in the Red Rockets. So we got added more tables and chairs here. We got some food stuff standing on the table there. More decorations and stuff. Most of the stuff that's in here was originally inside here. Or I just replaced it with a fixed version, in other words. So we got a whole bunch of couple of decorations and things inside. Things that are a bit fixed up. This is the original terminal from the settlement, so I left that there. I didn't want to change anything in here. I tried to fix the lights, but the best way I could do it or do something different. I added these circular lights into where the original lights were. So you can see there, those are replaced just to give it a different look. Same on this side. And everything works. The door still works as well for that side. All the doors work. And then we make our way around, and for some reason people like spawning on roofs or something like that, so every roof has got something on it. Well, not every roof, but most of them are here. So I built this up, stairway going up here with a little platform added for people to come and sit and chill up here, so it forces all the NPCs to travel to different locations. So they go up. Those roofs over there have the same thing. We're going to check that out. So I just cleaned things up a little bit here. Most of the power comes only on there. So I'm not worried about how it looks here because I didn't plan on doing anything up here. I actually managed, for those who didn't watch the streams, you should actually go and watch it, it's pretty cool. I managed to put power conduits on top of the telephone poles. You can see there's one over there. Okay, and you've got one going that way and that way. So that's connected, so you can see there just a little bit of power connects to the top of this one. So the lines are pretty much out of the way except for all the lights, of course. I didn't use a lot of power on these buildings because the lights we used, these ones, are self-powered, so they don't need power. Okay, then let's move on down this way. Oh yes, and you can see I used the same these walls, these brick walls everywhere, so they go around the entire settlement. And it's used for the bases for the other buildings, so I try to keep all that the same. And then obviously all the buildings are made out of brick, so we've got different color different color bricks. You can see the red, the white, and you got the darker one and the lighter one, and so forth. And here we've got our restrooms and toilets, so they're basically the same. This is for the gents. Yeah, the boys go here. We've got basins and toilets and a different shower I want to use for a change. Okay, lights inside. And everything is built with this red rocket stuff. So the floors, the walls, everything has got different things you can use. One of the mods. Yeah, so you can see here this now for the ladies ones. So they're basically the same. And everything there. See the roof parts. This is the light blue set, and then you get the red set like the normal standard vanilla game. Okay, so we go around. You see there's a couple of things. We added lights on the outside of this building as well, and just lit up here with some workstations. Because I didn't want to change too much with the original build, so I left that as. I actually wanted to try and fix it, but you can't fix it without scrapping the entire building. So, but I do actually want to rebuild an original building like this somewhere. So that's still coming. Then we have our diner. This is our diner, bar and clinic. Little hospital effect. So you can come in here, you can sit down and chill. Here's our doctor lady here, with a little cleaning station and medical supplies over there. Extra hospital bed, so she helps anyone that's got a problem. And where's my barman? There should be a barman here. I wonder where he is. Exactly, yes, she's like asking the same thing. Where is this guy? Mr. Barman, where are you? Let's see, maybe we've got to change the time here quickly, because the time should be fine, but let's change it, get a bit more light. Make sure everything is cleared up. Okay, she's in the right place. Don't know where our barman is. Dogs are still walking around. Is that him? No? Okay, I don't know where he is, but anyway. There's usually a barman, yeah? Restaurant guy, so you can get your food and drinks and everything and help yourself, yeah? A Brahmin, that's on that side of the wall there. I always leave the Brahmin like as far as possible from the settlement because they tend to get in the way if they're in the middle of the settlement. So okay, so this place came out pretty good. I didn't do anything up here. This floor was merely here for the lights. So the same decoration floor there and there is up here. You can see. So I can still add things on there, but this is basically just for the lights and to get a little bit of power down here. So that came out pretty good. So there's not a lot of power connected to the buildings. I think the only place I really got power here, I think it's down here. There, just that one there, just to light up one or two of these lights. That's all we did there. I actually wanted to expand this these walkways. So I'm going to show you the other one I got on that side down there. I wanted to somehow expand it to every rooftop maybe. I'll consider that maybe for another build. But like, you build a staircase going up there, down there, across here. Then one goes from here, and then somehow goes across to that one. Then it can reach... I don't know, it was some idea, I didn't get completely to it yet. Okay, now, let's move on to back here. I couldn't think of where to put my power supply. So I built this little power room here using staircases and pieces of walls and stuff. So it came out pretty good. So there's our power supply over there. And we've got our water back here. So we can still build. You can build up to about over there somewhere. So I just stuck the water pumps in here. And you can see there's sanctuary right here. So literally when I'm done with sanctuary, these two are basically going to be joined up. This is the two closest settlements you can do. The sanctuary's border ends exactly where this one's border is, so they're right next to each other. Okay, and here's the other walkway, which I had a little bit of trouble working out. I used these concrete pillars because the normal pillars that you get with this industrial build set doesn't work very well. It's a pain to work with. Doesn't snap properly, so I just used the concrete, was able to place it on top and then line everything up nicely. So if we head up here, because these settlers, they love going up here and spawning up on top of this building, so I kept it simple, added some light and tables and chairs, things, a little bit of decoration there. You can see here, just table and chair basically, just so they can sit. So it forces them to walk around here, you know, so the settlers are moving all over the place. And we got our little rockets and stuff here for decoration. So that came out pretty good. Okay, let's head down this way. Then here we have our trading post and little shopping area. So we got the other 4 stores here. You can see here, guns, clothing, armor, and the general store. So we've got just enough light. I added a little bit of power just to get some of these lanterns lit up here. Other than that, everything else is self-powered. And we've got everything. Clothing, armor, places to sit. These guys sell a bit of food stuff. And we've got general junk and obviously the things that they sell in front here. And then we got some bulk items and stuff as well. Here we got ammos, weapons, a whole bunch of things down here for people to look at. And here we got a whole bunch of ammo, got some Nuka-Cola stuff stocked up. Here we got food and water, Brahmin milk. So all these mods are in the description if you're looking to look for some of these things. So you've got fully stocked, you got steel or wood, and we've got ballistic and coolants, and there's Mr. Handy Fuel and all this stuff. I don't know where they get everything from, but they've got it. Glass and all that stuff as well. A well-stocked shop. I don't know how they get the barrels and things down there, but I suppose that's them. We've got a door that works. You can close that door, and you can close that if you want. So that's how it's usually supposed to look. People will open up that stuff by themselves. Okay, so there's only one way in over there. Then you got that exit. Oh yes, I was trying to explain about this. This are made for the traders that walk to Abernathy, which is down in that direction. But sometimes they go through here, or they walk down along the edge over here. So it's just a little walkway, otherwise I would have closed it up. So there's a path we're heading through everywhere. And then here we have our sleeping area. Okay, so you can see everything is built with the same red rocket stuff, so everything looks more or less the same as the original build. That building over there. This is our relaxing area and sleeping area. So we can go in here. You can see everybody's... And obviously everything is like basically red. I don't know why these things are showing here though. These are interaction maps. They're only supposed to show up when you... No, they're not supposed to be... You're not supposed to see this unless you're in the building mode. Which is kind of strange. So there's something obviously not right there. This makes it so here's a dancing area. There's somebody that inspects the table. There's someone that stands there and there. But you shouldn't actually be seeing them, strangely enough. Only when you go into your build menu then you see it. But you can see everything is basically red here, and you got red chests, red carpets, red beds, a little bit of decorations, pool table you can chill out, and then we've got the other floor which got a different kind of red, but still red. Some blue couches, decorations. Okay, we've got storage and everything. So it came out pretty good. This was actually a lot of fun building this one. The building with the red rocket stuff is pretty cool. So definitely they're going to be using it somewhere again. Oh, that's about it. I think that's everything. Yeah, we got this sleeping area, so we got just enough beds to cover for everyone. I don't know why these things are showing. Usually they like auto hide themselves when you're out of your work thing. I've got another set of mats that also do the same stuff, but they are hidden. That's kind of weird. Let me see quickly, where is this stuff? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, these things, you get all these different markers that are supposed to technically disappear when you're using them. And I've got another set somewhere, I don't know where it is. So now if I go out of the menu, there, now they're gone. See, now they disappeared, I don't know why. So it's obviously a glitch, because this one's dancing. Da, 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 da.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
Oh, you can actually talk while dancing. Okay, well, it gives them something to do. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Now there is obviously a lot of space. You've got all the space here in the middle. I don't want to cramp it too much, you know. I have just a building, so it must have a much cleaner look. But I try to preserve the red rocket, you know, the look of what red rocket is. So everything is red rocket. But it came out pretty good. Let's quickly get a little eye view thing here. So there was still plenty of space to do stuff. So I'll see when I start showing Sanctuary build. I don't know when that's going to be. We can try and join them up, or it looks like one settlement at least. But I think it came out pretty good. Well guys, that's going to be it for this video. You guys should like, subscribe, you know, get notified when I do the streams. I try and stream every day to do all the settlement builds, because there's a lot of builds to do. I'm doing all the vanilla builds first, just when you get in the game, and then I'm going to move on to the extra ones, because there's at least like another 50 different settlements I can build still afterwards. So there's a lot to do. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think, or what settlement you would like to see built up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.